There is one thing I always say to my friends, to my family, that being an au pair is one of the best things that have ever happened to me. I will try my best to speak Tagalog as much as possible. Though, nahihirapan ako since I am from Cebu. Pag nagtatagalog kami, medyo nakakatawa. Pero I hope you will understand. You know what? Speaking English doesn't mean you're being OA. It's our preference. It's easier for us to do so. Though gusto din talaga namin or gusto ko din talaga mag-Tagalog. But I will really try my best. Hi guys! Welcome back to Detox! So today, I will be sharing to you guys what are the ways how you can find host families. Share ko lang muna sa inyo yung paano ako napunta sa Europe. Last 2016, I received an email from a Swiss woman who wanted to get me as an au pair. During that time, I was already engaged. And I was about to get married the next year. During the time, she sent me a message. I found out that it was my friend, Shane, who gave my email to her. And I found out about it, of course, without thinking twice and forgetting about the wedding. I said yes. Nakalimutan ko may jowa pala ako. Joke lang. So yun, I asked my fiancé if it would be fine for him to at least give me a year of my life. That was exactly what I said. Like, can you please give me just a year of my life? Kasi I was thinking that maybe it will help us grow before we finally tie the knot. Kasi during that time, mga 10 years na ata kami. Yes, I think 10 years. Kasi 5 years kaming engaged. And since he is selfless enough, he said, yes. I know him too well. He doesn't want to stop me from what I want. He has always been very supportive with what I like in my life. Kasi alam naman niya na whatever I will do or whatever I'm doing is for the better. So yun, I was very glad that he agreed. And after just 2 months, and during that time, by the way, I was processing my papers para sa ranking. He took the exam. I had my, what do you call it? Demonstration in front of the teachers' heads. So I was really torn between two opportunities, either stable job sa Pinas or first pumunta sa Europa para mag-travel. So, but 90+% of my heart was really into being an au pair. And I was like, I won't waste this opportunity. I'll give it a shot. So, yun, I said yes, and then we processed the papers. And then I was able to go to Switzerland. I was extremely happy despite all the odds. Kasi I found out just when I arrived that my visa actually got denied because of my age that time. Their age limit there is 25. No, 25? Yes, and I was already turning 26. I arrived few days before my birthday. So maybe upon checking, they thought that something might be wrong since after a few days of arriving, I'll turn 26. So yun, they disapproved my application. But my host mom in Switzerland really liked me to be their au pair, so she did everything she could. I mean, it was a long battle. It was a long process. And I only found out about that when I arrived in Switzerland. Imagine, like, because they didn't want me to feel sad, to feel down, that, you know, like, oh my god, I already gave up my job. I was working that time in Convergys, in Citibank account. So, if I knew about it, I would really feel very down the bum. But I'm very glad that my host did not tell me, but she did her best. So yun, there is one thing I always say to my friends, to my family, that being an au pair is one of the best things that have ever happened to me. Like, extremely a blessing. It helped me grow as a person. It helped me in all aspects of my life. It helped me boost my knowledge, my self-confidence, and emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. I think I'm a better human being after being an au pair. It was not easy, but it was worth it. And it also helped me with my finances. I was able to buy insurance for myself, buy some investments. So yun, after a year in Switzerland, I decided to be an au pair again, and I asked my fiancé, and he said, yes, it's okay. If you're happy, do it. I won't stop you, because getting married anyways is not a race. There's a perfect time for everything. Just listen. Always listen what is God telling you to do. And I listened to him, and it brought me where I am today. And I'm extremely happy. Though I have down days, I have my sad moments because I'm away. But I always think the life I have now is way better than those people who are suffering, so I shouldn't complain. So yun, now I'll be more than happy to share to you guys what are the ways how you can find host families. Though in my case it was just a referral, but there are so many ways, and I've met a lot of au pairs who told me that these ways help them to be an au pair. But first, always ask yourself if you're ready to be away. Always ask yourself if you're ready with a cold, with a maybe not depression, but sadness. If you are ready to experience other people's culture, because it's not easy, but you can overcome it. You can deal with it. So you have to be very sure na kaya nyo, that you can do it, because it's also not easy for the families. It's not easy to spend a lot of money and just waste it when you decide like, oh my god, I can't do it anymore. I can face the homesickness, so I want to go home, like that. You know, let's respect other people. Pero may mga moments naman talaga na hindi mo na kaya, ganyan, sobrang sad ka na talaga. So you can tell them. They will understand. They are very open-minded. Coffee na. Charot lang. So yun, especially if the family is not good, you can always say, oh my god, this is not working, so I'm leaving. So yun, you don't need valid reasons to actually change family or leave the family. But of course, human as we are, we should also be considerate to how other people will feel, right? And of course, we always have to take care of the name of our country. Being a Filipino is an obligation, especially if you're outside the country. You are bringing the name of your country, of our country, so we have to be very careful. So of course, you also have to be very nice to them. If you're not happy and then they're nice to you, but you're just not happy, or you have other reasons, you can tell it to them nicely and you come up with an agreement. But if they are not being nice to you, you can still talk to them. At least they will be awakened, you know, like, hey, you're not being nice. So at least they will know. Kasi some people are really also insensitive. Maybe they're going through something, we don't know, but at least let's try to, at least you try to talk to them. That's the most important thing. So yun, okay, you have to really think if kaya nyo ba yung weather, especially the cold. Most of the time you are just inside the house. But the good thing is you can travel around Schengen area. If you have enough money and if the families are nice, they might treat you with trip to Paris. When I was in Switzerland, my host family there were very nice. They were actually one of the reasons why I was able to travel a lot of places in Europe, and I'm forever thankful. So yeah, now let's get to the point of this video. So these are the websites you can visit to find host families. In these sites, you will be asked to write anything about yourself or write details about yourself. So, and you can also actually make a video. You know, you have to sell yourself because a lot of people are looking for host families. So you have to be the best version of yourself. And by the way, guys, some countries, they only offer 2-year contract. Some are, I think some are 1 year, like Netherlands. Unfortunately, in Switzerland, they stopped the au pair because something happened. I don't know exactly what, but as of the moment, they stopped sending au pairs to Switzerland. I think it was our embassy who stopped it, as what I've heard from the agency I've been. So hopefully they will lift the ban. And let's pray for that, because I'm really hoping more Filipinos will experience this program because it's exceptional. It's really nice. Those, I must say, also a lot of au pairs did not have nice experiences. But the good thing is you can always quit and find better families. Yun. So again, you can visit the sites. You can make a video. I will give you an example. I've helped some of my friends, you know, construct their sentences like that, because I also really want them to come here. So I will give you an example of what you will say. Let's say your name is Martina. Hi, my name is Martina. I'm 20 years old. I'm looking for a family in Europe who would like to get me as their au pair. I have always wanted to see the other side of the world, and being a Filipino, it's hard for us to go there, even if we would just like to travel. So with this program, it will help me realize my dream of going to your country, to experience your culture and to see your country. With regards to myself, I am very good with kids, since in the Philippines, we are very family oriented. We take care of our younger siblings, our nieces or nephews, and Filipinos we're very compassionate and respectful. So I really hope you will give me a chance. If you would like to know more about me, we can set a Skype interview and I will tell you more about myself. I am really looking forward, or I'm very hopeful that you will give me a chance. I will do my very best to meet your expectations. For as long as there will be respect between us, I'm sure everything will be perfect. So that is an example of how you sell yourself. It might not be very nice. I don't know, I was just, you know, like saying what I have in my mind, but that can be one of the ways how you can sell yourself, or how you can, you know, make these families think like, oh, okay, I like her. Because again, you have to remember that there are so many who would like to be an au pair, so you have to be the best. Yes. And also there are pages on Facebook like au pair in Denmark, au pair in Norway, and I will list here. And there are also Pinoy groups who might be able to help you. One thing I can suggest also is learn how to communicate properly. I know some people will say, oh, you don't have to be very good in English. But I must say, I think it's very important, because it is how we can communicate with them, unless you already know the language. But based on my experience, English is really important. So I hope you help yourself if you're not very good yet with that. I am not perfect with English, but I am trying my best, you know, to be able to speak out what I want, or to express what I want to say. And this skill can be enhanced, you know. You just have to study the basic grammar rules and then practice speaking. Like, you know, instead of taking selfies, why don't you talk to yourself like, hi there, you know, and just practice, because it will also really make them think like, she can communicate, and that's really nice, you know. So it will help you, it will give you an edge. And then be direct to the point. These people are very direct. I'm out of words. But these people are really, you know, like, there is a term for it, I forgot. Straightforward. They're very straightforward. But you should not be sensitive, okay? Because they don't mean anything. They're just really trying to say what they want to say. Because I know Filipinos, we are very good with flowery words before saying what we want. But that is actually one of the example of cultural difference. You know, like being direct and being indirect. But I've learned a lot over the years. So, yun, you just have to be direct but not rude. Like, what do you really want? What are your expectations? If you come here to help your family, I know most of us, that's the main reason. But we shouldn't say that, because this program is not a work. This is a cultural exchange, and you have to remember that. You always have to remember that just don't say, I'd like to help my family. You say you'd like to help yourself, grow as a person, and see the other side of the world. Because remember, you will only be receiving an allowance. You have free food, free accommodation, free language course, free transportation, everything. But the allowance is not that much. So, somewhat it can help. But just don't say it. Because that is not the purpose of this program. Especially when you go to the interview in the embassy. Hey, you cannot say, I want to help my family. No. You have to research what is an au pair all about. You have to say you like to go there because I really want to see Europe. I've always dreamt of going to this country, like that. And this program will help me experience other people's culture. That is how you should answer it. I know we're very family oriented, but let's not use our family, or else it will really ding you, or it will not help you. I know a lot who failed because of the interview, and it's such a waste. You're already there. So, yeah. And also study the possible questions. I think if you review my video, I've given you some, like, why are you here? What's your reason? Why do you like to be an au pair? Tell me about yourself. Do you have experience with kids? Are you an organized person? Even if you're not, you have to say yes. And you have to learn how to do it. Like, when I became an au pair, I learned to do a lot of things. Like cleaning, taking care of kids, using the vacuum, using the machines, everything. But life here is way easier than back home. So, yun, you should not be maarte. You should be willing to do everything to realize your dreams. Because you will not suffer. Hindi ka naman papahirapan eh. At kaya mo naman lahat. Light household work. And it's just maximum of 30 hours per week. That's easy. And if you have a special agreement with your host, that's fine. For as long as you have the special agreement. You know what I mean? So yun. You just really know what's your purpose. And practice how to sell yourself. You have to help yourself reach your dreams. You have like a general advice to au pairs and host families.
A general advice: consider what are your needs, and that goes both ways. I think the family, what is the family needs? What are the needs for the au pair? What are your reasons to come? Because I also think some au pairs come to earn money.
Yeah.
And that is also not part of the program.
Yeah. So I hope I am able to help you, and I really pray that all your dreams will come true. And if one of it is going to Europe, I really pray that you'll be able to realize it, because Europe is such a beautiful country. For now, I think that's it. So if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. And for those who have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. And you can also share my video if you like. So thank you so much guys for visiting Detox, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!